So this video is the FUE result, but before Miguel share his experience, I'm going to show the audience what he used to look like. And so that's where Miguel was. And this is him a year later. Excellent result, younger and more handsome as well. So now I'm going to turn the stage back to Miguel. So why don't you share the experience with us, Miguel?
Sure. Yeah, in the beginning, as I started aging and losing my hair, I became very self-conscious, and I tried all sorts of medications and what have you, and just by happenstance, I was the guy that cuts my hair mentioned you, that he, well, I guess one of his clients also went through came to see you. And so I did the research. I mean, you were cutting edge. You were probably one of the pioneers in the FUE technique. And, I decided I'm not getting younger and I want to try it. And came in, got a quick evaluation, and I think I walked out the door and booked my appointment. And the only disappointment part was that I had to wait. This was back in October, and I had to wait till July. And so I got the appointment in January, as I guess someone dropped out, and was a little nervous, but came in. The staff, you were awesome. It was a long day.
Thank you.
But we had lunch. Everything was painless. The room was awesome. TV, Netflix, you name it. Everything was perfect. Like I said, the surgery was painless. I mean, I felt nothing. Went home, got some medication that you provided. Came back to the office the next day to get the first cleaning. Got perfect directions, instructions on what to do, and as the healing process went on, and the bandages came off, my first glance was like, oh, my head is all red. But that quickly healed within, God, it seemed like the donor area healed in a matter of days.
Yeah.
And the scabbing came off. And after, I believe, 7 days, I was able to wear a hat, or 7 or 8 days, went back to work. Again, no pain, no nothing. And the only thing as I went through the recovery process was I went through the shedding phase. And the shedding phase, I won't lie, kind of freaked me out a little bit. And along with my barber, who said, hey, I don't think it's working. And I go, you know what, I think you're right. And just as we said that, it seemed like a week later, all of a sudden I had hair. And it's only been 6 months, and I'm seeing great results, and I couldn't be happier, and I'm actually back to get the back done, because why not? It's a great, Dr. Diep is awesome, and the staff is great, and why not?
Thank you. And I'll tell you honestly, even though a lot of patients know that it takes, you start shedding after a month, and then regrow is slow.
Yeah.
But everybody still freak out around that stage because they say, "Oh my God, it's gonna work." I know I had to wait, but it's scary.
Yes.
And then, but again, it's he trusts the process, and we reassure him that it will slowly grow in. The surgery is with FUE. There's 3 different categories. There's manual, and then there's robot, and then neograft and smart graft. The best FUE result tend to be from the manual FUE, and only 10% of it are true FUE specialists. And I was trained in Beverly Hills for 20 years already, actually, and specialize in FUE, manual FUE. We can give you the most healthiest roots to give you the best density, and the rest cannot do FUE. They buy a machine and all stuff. It won't grow as well. But again, having density is one thing, but patients will freak out and nervous too. Is it going to be natural?
Yes. And that was my concern, is how is it going to grow? Is it going to grow in the correct angle? How's it going to look? And it's been subtle. Right now, as I've kind of now started combing my hair and not wear a hat every day, it's so subtle that people kind of look at me and they're like, there's something different. But I've had a few people say, oh, your hair looks good. It's good that you're letting it grow out. And little do they know is I added hair. So it's been great.
Yeah. Hair transplant can be natural. It just depends on who doing the surgery. So you need both an artist and a surgeon to do this. And if you want the best FUE, go with manual FUE, and make sure that the surgeon have a lot of experience in it, because just because you have 20 or 30 years experience with hair transplant, but only 1 or 2 years or less than 5 years for FUE, that won't grow out well. You want an FUE specialist more than a decade. For me, I've been an FUE specialist for 20 years. So, and I'm excited for Miguel, because in 6 more months he'll have more density, and then we're gonna address the crown, the back too as well. And he wear the hair really short and shaved with a zero, right?
Yeah.
And so he, and you can do that with the FUE, by the way. Thank you.